Good evening. So tonight we're going to do a review slash how to start a small fire in a wood stove. This is the Englander, what did I say, VF-17? I just looked at it so I wouldn't forget, but we've had this for a couple of years now in this house, and a couple of features about it that's nice is it's really small. It's got a little spot where you can put some wood down beneath. We've got just some cast iron pots there. The damper here is in the closed position right now to open it up, push that in, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. On the inside you'll notice I've cleaned out since the last fire, and I've left, I don't know, about 3/4 of an inch. They recommend that you actually have about an inch of ash on the bottom, and that just helps to kind of insulate that baby fire when you get it started. There's a lot of lazy techniques to get it started, and then there's some basic ones too. You might start with a couple of pieces of scrap that you have laying around. This is an old broken clothes hanger for inside, so I can put that there. And they'll tell you don't build up, so to get it off. But it helps with air circulation. And you could put some newspaper and then some kindling and that sort of thing. But I'm feeling pretty lazy tonight. Still under the weather. Had a heck of a day. So I'm going to do the lazy route here. These are fire starter blocks. Here's what they look like right out of a little box. You can pick these up at any kind of farm store, Tractor Supply, Rural King, that sort of place. And you just throw one of those down in the bed. That's another reason to have a little bed there. It kind of helps hold it. And then you put some small stuff in. I've got another small piece here. I can put that right up on next to there. And I'm holding here, I'll put right there. And then if I can find my matches, I gotta put my coat. So this is definitely a cheater move, but that's okay. And it's got some resins built into that let it catch real easy and keep it going bright and hot while you get it caught real good. This is that really dry stuff from that dead standing tree. And I don't want to smother it. I want to keep allowing air to get in there. There we go. But I want to make sure that flame is getting real good on the wood there. And believe it or not, that is going to do the trick. So this wood stove still got the original steel, still hanging on. You can see it's starting to get some frays on the glass seal there. So, but it still doesn't need to be replaced. Here in another year or two, I'll probably have to do a video on replacing that seal, but it's good. Got the damper all the way open. I try to always leave that wide open, which does mean that at night sometimes you got to get up every 3 or 4 hours to feed more wood into it, but it keeps it hot, keeps them from burning, creating as much creosote. And folks like to clean their glass and keep their glass clean, but I actually prefer to leave it and let the heat from the fire basically show me how good it's doing. So as it's creating creosote and getting blacker, I know I don't have a good burning fire. And then as it starts cleaning off, which it's been doing the past few fires, I know I'm getting a good dry fire, which is pretty obvious because this is a really good dry wood. So anyway, pretty happy with this. Mama, you pretty happy with this wood stove?
Yes.
She's got her little pumpkin spice candle up here, which I don't see a wick anymore. I guess
That's why I've been using it up there. I lost the wick. It got buried.
Lost the wick, so you still get a little scent off of that. And it also has a blower that's included with it, and it's pretty loud, but not so much that you still can't enjoy television. And the blower pulls air from underneath, around the back, and out the top. We're getting a little smoke in the room right now. Oh, hey girls, turn your heat pumps off. Heat pumps off. Oh, she just handed me the camera. So those heat pumps create a vacuum in the house, so it keeps the draft from being effective. So if you've got like a bathroom vent on in the house or anything like that that pushes air out of the house, you're going to create a vacuum, and that's something that can cause a problem with your wood stove. This one actually has a outdoor air kit. Not really a kit, it's just ductwork that we put together that you can see there. Goes up in there and it goes under the house and pulls in outside air. So this actually doesn't rely on air from in the home for combustion, which is really good for efficiency. But it's still good to have those other appliances that create a vacuum off, because it can actually pull the smoke right out of your stack, and then you get a little smoky house. So that's no good. So anyway, this thing's out of focus. Wow, it's really out of focus. There we go. And she was running it in portrait mode. I don't know why she was doing that. What else? There was something. Oh yeah. So because it's got this top where the heat gets pulled out from underneath there, it's really not an effective cooktop. That's another disadvantage, but we went with it knowing that was the case because it's just such an efficient heater for the small house without taking up a whole lot of space. You can see this is all of what? Oh gosh, 12 inches deep, maybe. And it says in the specs that it can take a 16-inch log. That'd be a little bit wishful thinking. You'd have to kind of wedge it into the back corner and then get it in there. But yeah, you can see that little fire starter cube has definitely done the trick. It's got a good little fire going there for the lazy individual like I was feeling today. So so that's it. That's the I guess I could turn this fan on here. You can kind of hear. You can hear that. There's my ash bin full. I just cleared out the excess ash. It's the first warm day I was able to let it burn down. You can hear that fan going. That fan is. All right, well, that's it. And camera lady, it's better if you hold it landscape so that on TV it shows up better. But we're all learning this still. That's okay. Got one of these flower tree I fell on, so I can put that in here. My girls are still young enough that if I put my hand in the flame, they're like, "Oh no, Dad, you're gonna burn yourself." Freaks them out. It's fun. That's it. I'm gonna close this door before we get a bunch of smoke in the house. Sometimes you might leave it just cracked a smidge so it can pull extra air in there while it's getting lit. And I'll close it down in a minute and it'll be good to go. Have a good night.